Welcome to another episode of the TerryWilson3.com podcast. Today, we're diving into the strategies that will set your business up for success in 2025. Whether you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, or a marketer, this is the episode you've been waiting for. We're kicking off the new year with 21 ways to make the first of 2025 a great start to the year. In this episode, we'll explore actionable ideas in online marketing, social media marketing, email marketing, text marketing, SEO, and digital marketing, all designed to help you hit the ground running. From engaging your audience on social media to optimizing your website for local SEO, these strategies are tailor-made to help you build momentum and achieve your goals in the year ahead. So grab a notebook and get ready for some game-changing insights. Here's your host, Terry Wilson, with everything you need to make 2025 your best year yet.
Success is not a mystery, it's a science, and we've cracked the code. Imagine a world where you're not just another player, but a game changer. That's the power of SEO. It's like being the quarterback in a football game, but the field is the internet and the goalpost, the top of search results. Our secret: we seize opportunities that others miss. Like a sprinter spotting a gap and breaking free from the pack, we don't just follow the trends, we set them. And how do we measure success? Through tangible metrics, increased traffic, higher conversions, and a boosted online visibility that's as clear as the difference between night and day. Your journey towards online success starts here. Ready to boost your online visibility? Contact us for personalized SEO solutions at terrywilson3.com. Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey. Start your journey with us today.
When words are not enough to really show your heart.
When you want to send more than just words, send your best, send your blessing, send a gift that speaks to the heart.
Flower shop. When feelings need demonstrated right from.
Go to Blessed Blooms Flower Shop and Gifts.com to have Amy design a special message, gift, or arrangement for you today.
Flower shop. Blessed blooms.
Give a gift that speaks to the heart. From flowers to specialized gifts.
Blessed blooms. Flower shop and gifts.
Call today, 864-702-3307. That's 864-702-3307.
flowershopandgifts.com.
Welcome to TerryWilson3.com, home of TW3. Are you ready to take your money, business, and life to the next level? You are worth more, and you're about to hear how and why. So buckle up and listen up as we journey to the next level. Please welcome your guys to reach your goals, the TW3 family.
What is going on? Hey everybody, are you ready for 2025? I've got 21 ideas for you small business owners out there that are looking for ways to jumpstart the first quarter of 2025. Here's 21 marketing ideas that I think if you will implement, you're going to start seeing results. You know, the first of the year is always, resolutions, and this is what we're going to do better. And a lot of my clients that are in the health and fitness and gym memberships and personal trainers, they're all getting people excited about taking on the new year and turning the page and getting back in front of their health and eating and all of those things, which is important. You need to get out and get a jump start on the year. But I want to talk to you about business, ways to earn extra money, bring more income into your business, streamline the efficiencies, mitigate the cost, make it more effective, make it a better culture that you're working in, all of those things. So these are going to be in categories of online marketing, social media marketing, email marketing, text marketing, and SEO, digital marketing, and I've got a bonus idea for you as well, okay? But these are 21 things that I personally am going to make sure I'm doing or improve what I'm doing in these areas. And I think you will find these effective as well. And here's the good news. Most of these cost absolutely nothing. Most of them you're already doing. I just want to bring it to the forefront of your mind and your thought process to do better. First and foremost, get SMART. And you've heard the acronym. SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives. So anything you're going to do this year, get real smart about it. Make sure that you're being very specific. This is what we're going to do. This is what we want to look like next week this time. So specific, measurable. Make sure that whatever you're articulating in your thought process of the specific idea that you want to achieve, make sure it's measurable. Make sure it's achievable. I mean, it needs to be just far enough out of reach that you have to stretch, but within reach so you don't get discouraged. Make it relevant, because gosh knows there are so many rabbits you can chase in business. There's so many things you can do. Especially if you are in the marketing side of your business, and most of you solopreneurs are, especially if you're working in the online space, man, you can chase a rabbit real quick, but you can do that in the brick and mortar businesses as well. There's so many times that if you're like me, sometimes there's tasks that you have to achieve in your business, but those aren't the fun things that you like to do. Those aren't the things that bring you the most fulfillment. And so you sort of kick the can down the road and you start doing things over here that may be fun, may be cool, but it's not relevant to what you are specifically and you're measuring, that you're wanting to achieve right now. So you got to stay on task, relevant, and make it time sensitive, make it time bound. That we're going to achieve this week is what we are going to achieve. If you don't do that, you don't have a goal. You have just a wish, right? So number one, get SMART. Number two, refresh your website. I'm shocked at how many people set it and forget it. They build a website and then and here's the thing. Yes, websites were really big 20 years ago, 10 years ago. They're not as big as they once were, but they're still very relevant. And I'll tell you why. The moment someone Googles you, the moment someone searches, the moment someone says, fill in the blank near me, and the spiders cross the web, and they go out there and they look for that restaurant, that gym, that insurance agent, real estate agent, that whatever near them, their first impression, the old adage, dress for success. Back in the day, I would attend these seminars and they would always say, the suit makes the man. If you want to be successful, dress successful, all that stuff. And as you can tell, for those that are watching the video, I typically wear t-shirts, gym shirts all the time on the podcast because my suit is my website. My suit is my podcast. My online branding is not necessarily what I look like in the office, but what I look like online. And so refresh your website, update the visuals, the content, the experience. I'm telling you, the more you can do. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you only have a few people reading your blog a day. I tell people at least post 2 to 3 blogs a day. A week. And here's the reason why. It keeps that website changing constantly, which means that you're training the search engines. There's new things going on all the time, and then the more you can send it out and link it here and link it there, link it everywhere, the more your it just goes into your SEO strategy, and more people are going to find you online, which is what you want. That passive traffic that you don't have to pay for, that's gold. That's free money. And you need to be doing that. And there's ways that you can do it where we can help you. You can say, well, Terry, I'm not a content creator. I'm not a blogger. I'm not, a graphic designer. There are strategies we can show you. We can even do it. There's services we can provide if you don't do it yourself, or if you can't outsource it to someone in your office. We have AI tools that we will literally get you hooked up with that will do it for you. We'll do it for you. And then it will help you create new content, relevant content that people want to come read, content that people want to see. It keeps your website fresh. It keeps your SEO strategy going. It's just so many things. And then number 3, launch a new year campaign. Promote some sort of special discount offers or new products tied to new year resolutions and fresh starts. And by the way, if you are in the Bowling Springs area, in the Bowling Springs, Spartanburg, South Carolina area, if you do business in the upstate of South Carolina, hear me now or feel me later, you've got an opportunity right now to get in front of 10,000 people, 10,000 new movers, 10,000 people that need, want, desire, and can't afford what it is you offer because of their income and their demographics and all this other stuff. We've got a list of 10,000 people that we're sending out mailers to, and you can have an exclusive mailer sent to them, exclusive to your business, exclusive to your if you sign up and you're a restaurant, you're going to be the only restaurant in this mailer. If you sign up and we've already got a gym, so we can't do that. We've already got a nail salon. We've already got a few other things. But here's my point. We're giving some exclusive slots, and if you've ever priced a mailer, it's $5,500 to $7,500 to send out a mailer, 10,000 piece, $550. $550. And so if you've got a new campaign, something you're promoting, something you're wanting to do, then we've got something going on right now in our area right now. If you're not in this area and you'd like to do that, call us. We can show you how. We can do the same thing in your area. It's just I'm working on this right now. But the point of the matter is, it doesn't matter if you're in the gym membership business, if you're in the fitness business, the wellness business, the mindset business, it doesn't matter what business you're in. Everybody should be able to position their product, goods, and services right now. Be thinking about, how can I position my product, good, or service right now to get in front of people that are in that new year mindset that I need to make some changes. If you're in the lawn business, hey, how would you like this year? Make a commitment to have the best lawn in the neighborhood. Here's how. Download this. There's all different kinds of, and you say, well, it's not spring and everybody's going to, that doesn't matter. Every business should be able to position their business in a way that whatever product or service that they offer, whatever product, good, or service you offer, you ought to be able to position it to say, hey, first of the year, you're making some commitments to do things better. Here's what we can do to do better in this area of your life. Make your life better. It doesn't matter what it is. Make your life easier right now. You use our takeout product, whatever, so it doesn't matter. Number 4, New Year's resolutions contest. Create a New Year's resolution contest related to your industry and post it online. That's as easy as, matter of fact, I'm doing the same thing. I am going to be doing a $9,000 90 days contest. First 9,000 in 90 days. So I'm going to be doing something that you're going to hear in a couple of weeks, or literally next week. As a matter of fact, a couple of weeks, first of year next week. But I'm doing something very similar in my business because who's my clients? My clients are small business owners, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, people that want to start something. Whatever a person is in business, they want to achieve more, they want to do more, they want to experience more. That's my client. And so I'm going to give them a strategic, measurable, achievable, relevant, time sensitive, a SMART goal. And I'm going to make it a challenge. And I'm going to make it easy to get involved with a high payoff. And I'm going to try to make the biggest splash I can. But that's what I'm doing. I'm starting this New Year's resolution contest next week, and I'm going to be posting it on all my social media channels. You do the same thing. Figure out a way and come up with a resolution contest. Put it on your social media channels. Number 5, create some behind-the-scenes content. Believe it or not, it doesn't matter what business you're in. Content drives engagement, and everybody loves content. It doesn't matter if you're a lawn care guy. Take some recordings of you out cutting grass before and afters. That's some of the biggest TikToks I watch now. Just watching this guy go in and repair these yards. It's just, they're in disrepair. And it's like, there's no way they can make that look good. And then, boom. It doesn't have to be that drastic. But no matter what you do, some of the most engaged content I've created is behind the scenes content that I've created here at TW3. The studio, what we use, what we do, how we do it, all that kind of stuff. I mean, but people like that. And I'm not a cook. I did not go to culinary school. I just like to eat. But man, I find myself all the time watching these, channels where these restaurant tours, they say this is why, this is how we actually seat people and how we give them actual quotes on how long it's going to take. This is how we prepare this. They just give me a behind the scenes of the restaurant business. I find that incredibly fascinating. Every type of business you can think of. I don't care if you're a flower shop, a bookstore, it doesn't matter. The behind the scenes is great content and it will get engagement. Number 6, leverage trends. Create engaging reels or short videos using trending audio or challenges or brands. Everything, there's some things I stay away from just because of the nature of my business, but you could probably engage it. just because, sports, politics, different things out there. There's always, huge cultural news going on. You could play on words and use some of those for lack of a better term, clickbait, to get people over just to engage in your content. But there's multiple things that you can do there. Number 7, interactive stories. Use polls, quizzes, and questions to drive engagement on platforms like Instagram and Facebook. One of the best things and the best advice I could give you for social media marketing and any really type of marketing online that's in any social media platforms is this. And it's real simple. And I forget about it all the time. But every time I do it, it works. And I just got to think about it. You too. Ask questions. It's amazing what just simply asking a question will do to drive up the engagement of your content. Ask questions. Yada, yada, yada. What do you think? Yada, yada, yada. What would you do? Yada, yada, yada. How would you feel? You could play a video of someone else saying, this just happened. What do you think about that? Comment below. Let us know. It is so easy to do. It gets people pulled in because everybody, no matter who they are, wants to give their opinion. And as you know, engagement drives up viewership. And the more you can get your eyes on your content, the more you can get people engaged in your content, the more you're going to get out in front of people. And it's just going to go more and more viral for you, which means you don't have to pay for those eyes, which means your brand, your product, your goods, your services are out there in front of more and more people. Number 8, New Year's welcome email series. Think about this. And by the way, if you're a business owner out there, it doesn't matter what business you're in. I've been preaching this since 2007, 2008, and I still believe it to this day. The loot is in the list. The more emails and cell phone numbers I have, the better served I am, the less I pay in marketing, and the more reliable my results are going to be week after week after week. Because all I know is at a push of a button, I can get my message, my call to action, my special, my campaign, whatever, out there in front of, right now, we're going on 800,000 people on our list. And we got about 65,000 people that are highly engaged, which is about the numbers, right? So you could do the same thing. Every time someone comes in your shop, every time someone calls you, every time someone comes in the store, every time someone does anything, I'm telling you, I train your brain to think this way. Whether I sell them anything or not, before they leave, I'm going to get their name, number, and email address. If I have to come up with an excuse that, can we email you that quote? Can we text you that quote? Can we send you a coupon through text and email? Can we give you a free whatever? I'm going, can I offer you a free tea? Okay, all I have to do is get your name, number, and email address, and we'll send you the coupon. You verify it, and then show the lady up front. I have now captured, and that means the loot is in the list. Every time I have a special, every time I need to move some product, every time I've got something that's a slow turner in inventory, whatever it is, I know I've got enough people. It's just a numbers game. And so make sure you have a good list. And so if you've got a great list, what you should be doing is coming up with some sort of value proposition at the first of the year that you start dripping on people. 1 email to 2, maximum 3 emails a week is what I recommend. Okay. And every email has value, and every email has a very soft, very non-evasive, non-combative, non-pressured call to action. If you need more information, or if you'd like more help, if, here's 10 things you can do right now to improve whatever. Did you know that blah, blah, blah helps your blah, blah, blah? Even though I sell it, I'm giving information. If you would like a free consultation on how this, whatever, at the very end, love to help you. I'm a phone call away. I'm a click away, whatever your call to action is, something soft. Every email that goes out, create some sort of drip that you can do right now the first of the year. Number 9, exclusive subscriber discounts. For those who are on your list, that's what I was talking about, that free tea, that free whatever, free. If it's free, it's for me. come up with some way that you can offer free discounts, free services, free something of high value. If you don't have, by the way, a lot of business owners don't know this. You can get free stuff to you of high value that you can give away, and your clients love it. Didn't cost you anything. And as a matter of fact, companies will pay you to give these services away. One of the best things I ever did I started this in 2010, 2 years after starting TW3, was giving books away. To this day, one of my number one money makers is giving books away. I give books away from Amazon. I give books away from Audibles. I give books away. Unfortunately, they're going out of business, but at one time, a bookstore that's called Barnes & Nobles. That's closing shop after January 6th. But nevertheless, I gave books away. People love books. People love audiobooks, especially. People love that stuff. And they got high value out of it. I got $15 every time I gave it away. And I used to give this to my clients. Now, I would incentivize them. They just gave it away because I was giving it to insurance agents saying, hey, tell people that every time they sit down with you, you're going to give them a free book from Nancy Orman or Dave Ramsey or whoever their favorite financial guru would be, or your guru would be. It doesn't cost you anything to give that book away. All I have to do is click this, and it's a way for you to incentivize an appointment. And they loved it. What they didn't know in the background is I was getting $15 every time they booked an appointment and gave that book away. And now we teach our clients how to do that. But there's things that you can do to capture name, numbers, and email addresses, give content away, and sometimes you can even get paid for it, which is a double blessing there. Number 10, personalized recommendations. Use customer data to send tailored suggestions based on their past purchase or behavior. So if you've got good data, I'm telling you, good data brings good dollars. And if you can look back and say, okay, this is a list of people that all buy this particular type of product that we sell. Well, then now you know what they're in the mindset of and what their interests are, and you can start sending them some recommendations and things of how they could improve their lives. Number 11, flash sales via SMS. The best thing I love about text marketing. Text marketing is something fast. Hey, come in today and get, today and today only. Now, email, you can't do that because sometimes people don't see their email for another 2 or 3 days. Sometimes it goes to spam or junk. Sometimes it takes them a month or two. Hey, I didn't even see this. But when you strategically use text marketing, what you're doing, they're going to 98.9% of people see that text. And that means it's got to be in the way you use text. And this is the thing. If you use text marketing the right way, even if it's cold text marketing, that means people that have not necessarily ever bought anything from you and they don't know you necessarily. If you use it the right way, people love it. But here's the thing. Number one, it's got to be short. Don't write a book. Remember, a single text should be under 143 characters, I believe it is. Keep it under 143 characters. Okay. Number one, it'll save you tons of money because you don't have to be double charged for the extra data. And number two, people don't want to read a book through text. They want to say, today only, free, at such and such. Click here. Not having a conversation. We're just data. Smiley. Thought of you. Here's something free just for being our neighbor. Click. And if you're a local business or whatever, they love it. Someone said you might want this. There's so many ways that you can strategically conditioning your language so it's like, oh, okay, it's, in other words, they feel like you're trying to help them rather than push some sort of sell on them. Number one mistake most every business, including my past, that I used to do is I'm trying to sell through text. You don't sell through text. You offer, you give, you inform. You by the way, if you try to sell anything through text, unsubscribe, stop, or worse yet, reporting, spam, and you don't want that. So try that out. Flash sales are perfect. Weekly tips or inspiration. Here's your Monday morning motivation. I've got a little text list that I send out a few thousand people every Monday morning. Something goes out to them. Your Monday morning motivation. Website Wednesdays. I've got a couple lists. I've got little things that are strategically made. Number 13, two-way messaging. Enable customers to reply. One of the things you can do in cold marketing, especially if it's a cold list and you're sending a text, ask a question. Could you use fill in the blank? We're giving them away. Didn't want to bother. Just curious. Something short, something clickable. It works. Really, really works. Number 14, content refresh. Update existing blog posts and pages with fresh keywords and trends for 2025. Some of the things that you can do if you've been an old dog at creating content for a while, like yours truly. I've got over a decade and a half of content on my blog. One of the things I'm doing is combing my blog and the thousands of posts I have and repurposing them and repositioning them for trends that are going on in 2025. It does all kinds of stuff for me. Number one, when I've got old links clicked on like that, it spikes my SEO better than anything else, because it means that content written back in 2014 about blogging is still relevant in 2025, and the search engines say, hey, spike this guy's visibility up. So you cannot go wrong with creating content. Even if the content lays dormant and no one sees it, you can come back later on and repurpose it for other things. Number 15, focus on local SEO. This is a lesson I learned about 2 years ago. I wished I had learned it earlier. The problem that yours truly has had for years is because I was on the World Wide Web. My scope of vision was looking everywhere. And TW3 has got clients in Australia, in Canada, used to in Japan. Unfortunately, that member has passed, but we've had members all over the world. Very fortunate, but I can tell you just a pound of effort locally is worth 10 pounds of effort globally. And I have seen just a spike in my online relativity, in my online search. I'm being found all over the world now, even easier, simply because I was strategic in my local SEO. And so it just focus real narrow, a narrow niche, a narrow area. And what it will do, it will help you, believe it or not, globally. Even though, I might be over here focused on mindset and coaching in a specific region, I'm being found globally for coaching, not only in mindset, but maybe in the mechanics of business and other things, and in marketing. So one feeds the other, but when you try to speak so broadly, no one hears anything. But it's amazing when you're creating content and you're creating that SEO strategy to be very narrow and very niche in industry, in product, in service, in problems you solve for a specific location. It's amazing how you'll be found everywhere, and you'll dominate your local area in a better way. And it's just, local business is easier to close as well, because I can go meet someone at a coffee shop. Hey, I'm a real person. I know you met me online and blah, 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 but we can talk, and it's just, it just works out. Number 16, voice search optimization. If you do not have your business on voice search, you are missing a growing piece of the search pie. I did not appreciate that until I put myself on voice search. And now it is amazing how I probably pick up at least 1 to 2 pieces of business, new business, a weekly, simply because I am in voice search. So when someone says, hey, Google, hey, Siri, hey, Alexa, hey, whatever, yada, 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 if they're near me, I should be in the top of that conversation.
Please, folks, I know you're tempted to, but do not panic. Terry and the TW3 broadcast will be back right after this extreme profitable timeout for our sponsors.
Get that phone ringing and hear that register singing with our legs. Get our legs. If your sales are down and funky and need to make some money, get our legs. I say get our legs.
Put a boost in your sales today. Go to terrywilson3.com/lead list and get a list of leads for as low as $2 each. That's terrywilson3.com/lead list. Stop hoping a sale will come in and get leads that will bring them in. Go to terrywilson3.com/lead list.
This is why you need Bishop Pest Control. Tired of pesky invaders? We've got you covered. Meet Bishop Pest Control, your local upstate South Carolina heroes. We're experts in kicking out termites, ants, roaches, and more. Our team of trained pest assassins will make sure your home is pest-free, fast, and efficiently. Imagine a home without those creepy crawlies keeping you up at night. Sounds great, right? With years of experience under our belts, you can trust us to keep your home safe and comfortable. No more unwelcome visitors that aren't family. Visit getbishopestcontrol.com today and let's banish those pests for good. Bishop Pest Control, protecting your home one pest at a time. Remember, a pest-free home is a happy home, so what are you waiting for? Go to getbishopestcontrol.com now.
Number 17, retargeting campaigns. Use ads to re-engage visitors who did not convert in 2024. If you do not have a list of visitors, if your system does not track who is on your website, then you need to call us, because there's a way that you can put a little cookie in everybody that comes across your site, and then you can retarget them. If you're not doing that, that's just marketing malpractice, because it's so easy to do. It's so simple to do. It's so affordable to do. And it just opens you up to all kinds of opportunities later on. Number 18, collaborate with micro-influencers. This is huge, huge. Partner with influencers in your niche to build trust and reach new audiences. I'm constantly engaging people regionally here that are pastors, that are teachers, that are principals, that are coaches, that are business leaders, that are people that are in different niches. And I am doing my best to collaborate with them. And while they're not in marketing, I'm blowing them up as best I can and talking their business up, simply because I want their business to succeed and I would like to be in front of their audience as well. So it's a win-win situation, and you can do the same thing. Number 19, video marketing strategies. Create a series of educational or entertaining videos about your products or services. Just closed another coaching package, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Someone in Canada who had seen our videos online. And some of our videos that they were referencing, I had to go back and look because they were 6-7 years old now. And so every piece of content you put out there is a little soldier in the field, in video content. Believe it or not, for years and years and years, I stayed in this audio world. I'm a podcaster. I'm a speaker. I just love audio. I did not want anything to do with video. And I was drugged to YouTube, kicking and screaming, because I said, I have a face for radio. Why in the world would I want to be online? But the moment I started creating short videos, creating webinars, and then videoing my podcast, it was amazing, the reach. At the end of the day, YouTube is the #1 search engine in the world. And so if you don't have videos out there that is speaking to solutions to problems people have, and that your products, goods, and services solve, then you're missing the lion's share of people asking questions. And it doesn't matter what, if you're a pastor out there, you need to be answering cultural and societal questions from a biblical worldview. That's the problems. You have the solutions. Create a video, and don't make it some sort of 30-40 minute lecture, quote unquote sermon, with all of the 50-cent words, quote unquote theological terms in Hebrews. Just cut blank. Here's the problem most people have. Here's the solution. Put it in relevant terms and just see what happens to your engagement. But you can do that in video marketing. AI powered marketing, number 20, is huge. I have been able in the last year and a half, 2 years, since AI has really come on, 10x to 100x almost my output, with less effort, less energy, with more precision, been able to get my thoughts, my ideas, my concepts, my strategies put in a form, in different forms. Hey, I speak, I teach, I communicate this way, but AI through these various tools has equipped me to be able to take that piece of content I'm creating in whatever form I'm creating it and slice and dice it in 15 different ways so it can be palpable to hundreds of different appetites and ways of perspective, so that it can be digestible, so that I can get in front of the people that I need to be getting in front of that could use what I offer. So it is just AI and the way that the marketing implements some AI tools. If you don't know how, it's beyond ChatGPT. Now ChatGPT I love, but if you think AI starts and stops with just that, you really don't understand what's going on in that field and how it can literally 10x your output. We've got systems right now that has turned a 1-2 family member mom and pop shop into having a full call center to answer calls 24/7. I'm not talking about just auto response like an email or text, which has been out for a while. I'm talking about having a person, quote unquote, a AI bot that sounds like a person, as close as technology has gotten so far, which is pretty darn close, and have a conversation with them on the phone. 24/7 they can call. 24/7 they get specific, detailed, conversational, 100% correct information, because it's all the lexicon of knowledge that bot is working from is all of the content you have on your website, in your inventory, in your catalog. So it's not going to misquote anything. It's going straight to, how much does XYZ cost? It's instant recall. It knows what it is. And then just a couple things. Would you like to talk to someone tomorrow? Or can I put you on the calendar? Can I have someone reach out as soon as they get off the phone? You could position that AI bot as all they are as a customer service, and they can have a product specialist call them within the next hour. And they're taking their name, number, and then it's populating your database. So you've got that person's name, number, email address, interest, all of that data, because good data leads to what? Good dollars. So that you can drip later on, and then they're putting them up on your calendar. I mean, it is a digital virtual assistant that costs, not even a fraction of what it would cost in actual human labor. And so now you as a solopreneur, you as the entrepreneur, you as the business owner, you as, your human resource is more efficient, more effective, and can focus on other things that only humans can do. But this part is keeping everybody engaged. So AI-powered marketing is huge. And finally, number 21, and the final idea I would give you, and it's the best idea of all of them, is an omni-channel campaign. If you have, maybe you have email, maybe you have text, maybe you have voice, maybe you have social media, maybe you have blogging, maybe you have all of these, but it's overwhelming to try to, put something together because it would take you hours. What if you had a system that you created at one time in whatever format you like, and it goes out through all of those various channels? So you do it one time, it goes out through all those various channels, it collects all that information, and the response is all automatic in an AI system for you. Get you an omni-channel system if you don't have one, because listen, for years I had WordPress over here, I had MailChimp over here, I had Hootsuite over here, I had Call Loop over here, I had Salesforce CRM system over here. I was spending thousands of dollars a month on tools, and now for a fraction of that, less than $150 a month, I've got over $3,800 worth of tools. And the great thing about this is I push it one time, I say it in the format I want, maybe it's in voice, which it typically is, and then it goes out through all these various channels for me. My effort, I did it one time in the format I like, and then it puts it out in text, it puts it out in social media, it puts it out in email, it puts it out in blogs, it puts it out in every other format, it puts it out in little micro contents, in little shorts, it does all this stuff for me. And I only had to create it one time. That's the power of having an omni-channel platform that you can do this on. It's so much more effective and efficient, and it reaches the people where they're at. It reaches them the way they want to be reached. It touches them in a way that's palpable to their palate, where, because some people don't like long format podcasts like I create. Some people just need a 30-second clip. Some people don't want to hear it. They want to see it. Some people want to hear it and see it. Some people want to just read about it on a blog. Some people just want to see it in a text or an email chain or whatever. Whatever that person and however that person best digest your content, an omni-channel system will do that. And here's the other thing. When it comes to just raw sales, and let's just get down to the nitty-gritty when it comes to sales. Every sales professional I've ever heard, every trainer I've ever followed, they all say the same thing when it comes to sales. I've seen this in pastor conferences and church conferences. I've seen this in sales conferences. I've seen this, and when I went and studied the Myers-Briggs, becoming certified with them as a certified operator. It's human nature. You have to touch someone 6 different times at least before it occurs to them, oh, I'd like to do this. The trick is, how do you touch someone 6 different ways and 6 different times and it not become offensive, it not become pushy, it not become a nag? Well, if they see a little ad pop up on their news feed, if they get a text a day later, hey, just wanted to remind you we're doing da-da-da-da. Then they, a week later, they finally saw that email that came through. And then as they're searching or whatever, you're coming up at your blog. And then they hear, they see you on YouTube or hear a podcast. That is the reason why you want an omni-channel system. Because just tapping someone one time with one particular piece of content might not, and statistically probably will not, have them move to action. But having it done multiple ways, having something dropped in the snail mail, having a text, having an email, going on social media, seeing it, going on YouTube, not it popping up, going in their news feed, and all of a sudden seeing a podcast. When they start seeing it 5 and 6 different ways, in a polite way, you're going to sell more. You're going to scale your business. And if it's done right, it's not going to cost you nor require any more time or effort on your part, because you have everything working in a cohesive, harmonious way, because you've got this suite of tools that are all working together in this omni-channel platform. That's what you ought to be doing in 2025. And that's 21 ways to just launch, and make your first quarter of next year, and this year, depending on when you're hearing this, just be the best quarter of the year. Till next time, talk to you later.
So we hope you've got a lot out of the content today. Please take a few minutes to give us a 5-star positive review at terrywilson3.com/review. This helps us promote our content and continue to reach more and more people. Again, thanks for being part of the TW3 community here at terrywilson3.com. Please like and share our content, and we will see you soon.
Welcome, fellow leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. Today, I invite you to step into a world where greatness is not just a goal, but a collective reality. Introducing the Elite Mastermind Group by TW3, a sanctuary for those seeking not just success, but exponential growth. It's more than a group. It's a synergy of minds, a convergence of aspirations, and a breeding ground for extraordinary accomplishments. You'll learn not only from experts, but from the stories of those beside you, fellow trailblazers who weathered storms and conquered obstacles, enriching your own journey. Imagine being surrounded by a league of highly motivated business owners and entrepreneurs, each driven by the same passion for success, propelling each other towards greatness. Embrace the power of networking, the art of learning, and the joy of sharing your value. It's not just about what you gain, but what you contribute. Dare to be exceptional. Dare to be part of the elite. Don't just dream of success. Surround yourself with those who are already living it. Join the Elite Mastermind Group by TW3. Elevate your success. Elevate your life.
Hey, you think snail mail is dead? Well, think again. Listen, we have an opportunity that is unlike any other direct mail opportunity I know about. What if you could get your message out in front of 10,000 people in your area that fits the exact demographic you need to target? Age, income, credit rating, everything, new movers. You can get in front of 10,000 people with a direct mail piece for as little as $550. That's right, $550 for a mail piece that statistically is going to give 1 to 1.5% response, which means you're going to get 100 to 150 new people calling you, coming into your restaurant, coming to your store, coming to your website to look at what you're selling, whatever it is that you do. Up to 150 new people coming in as customers, calling you saying, hey, here's my money, please take it, for as little as $550. That means you only have to clear $10 per client to triple your money. Call us today, 864-507-9696. That's 864-507-9696 at terrywilson3.com. We have an opportunity for direct mail like none other. 10,000 piece mailer, full color, going out to people in your area for you to offer your products, goods, and services. This is a great ROI piece of marketing. You want a great return on investment? Sit down with one of our coaches, our trainers, our marketing experts. We will show you how to get in front of 10,000 people for as little as $550. Only at terrywilson3.com or 864-507-9696.
From chapter 9 entitled Sometimes People Get Stuck.
Sometimes in life, people get stuck at times, caught up in situations they can't quite see their way out of it. I remember one day after school when I walked into such a moment myself. As I stepped off the school bus, I heard this loud banging noise as soon as I walked through the front door of the house. And it was coming from a room somewhere just beyond the kitchen. Curious, I made my way toward the sound. When I got to the kitchen, I found my mom and grandfather standing there, shaking their heads in frustration. My grandfather was sipping on his coffee, and neither one of them looked too thrilled with whatever was happening in the other room. So, naturally, I asked him, "What's all that noise?" Without even looking up, my grandfather just pointed toward the restroom off the kitchen and said, "You'll have to go see for yourself." So I walked over to the restroom, opened the door, and there it was. Inside was this gentleman my mom had hired to move our old metal bathtub. But here's the thing. He was standing inside the tub while trying to lift it out. And his wife, bless her heart, was there too, standing on the side, cheering him on. "You almost got it," she kept yelling. I could barely keep from laughing. I quickly stepped back and shut the door before they could see me. I went right back to my grandfather, still shaking my head in disbelief. "Why don't you tell him that won't work?" I asked. "He's literally standing in the bathtub while trying to lift it." And my grandfather, without even looking up from his coffee, just grinned a little and said, "Oh boy, we've been trying to tell him, but he won't listen." I couldn't believe it. Then why is he still trying? So I asked. My grandfather took a slow sip of his coffee, looked up at me with that familiar half smile and said, "Because son, he's stuck on stupid.
Hey, we all can get stuck sometimes and do things that later we feel stupid about. This story comes from chapter 9 entitled Sometimes People Get Stuck. Get unstuck today. Go to yourworthmorebook.com and get a free sample copy of You Are Worth More.
Stop dreading the daily commute. Work from home and earn big. Imagine working for giants like Google, Amazon, or Facebook, all from the comfort of your couch. Our work-from-home customer support roles let you make your own schedule so you can balance life and work effortlessly. And here's the best part. No cold calling. Earn hourly and commission, giving you unlimited income potential. You're not just joining a job, you're joining a revolution in how we work. Ready to take control of your career? Head over to terrywilson3.com, chat with our friendly bot, and book your interview today. Your dream job is just a click away.